take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh? They don't want no problem. 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 All I know is win. I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell.
The Cincinnati Bengals are on the clock.
I'm stuck in the game. I pray on lose. Change my neck, keep giving me bruise. They don't want these problems, cause we ain't lose. I'm calling the plays, just gotta keep moving. Only option is win, cause we ain't lose. Get the name of this game, you gotta be proof. All I know is loyalty for my team is what I stand on. It's simple.
Make your home. You have two options. Pick player is selected. Entering prospect. LTWR 2-5 8 Andre Green JRWR 9 Tadiro 12 Aaron Anderson WR projection date 3 15 at 30 9 7 5 Jojo Earl WR projection round 2 to 3 Entering prospect cards physicals. Entering prospect card screen for player Jojo Earl. You have two options. Overview tab is selected.
Like they finna stop something, it's go time, let's line it up. I've been ready to mob something the whole time, my stomach growling. I ain't gon' pick up for no 100,000. I need a Billy tryna go and buy the public housing. Yeah, cut that stove on, my name hot like fajita play. I don't need a break. Told my partner crank that to the meter like Mr. P, who want it? No limit, who run it? Dreadhead, cool runners, GMF, good money. New whip 200, soldiers with me 300. If it ain't about the money, please don't count on me coming. No, they don't want no problems. These problems gon' be problematic. Don't want no smoke or no static. I don't do no dramatics. Them boys faker than plastic. I tell them jump in the bag, cause I've been in my bag. Speeding off in the Jag, yeah.
Overview.
Don't want no problems. They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. All I know is win. I ain't never took a L.
Entering week schedule. Entering franchise hub screen home.
Now on the clock, the Rams. It's the Atlanta Falcons, now on the clock. Jets are now on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Tennessee Titans.
AHG.
If you gon' tweet it, ain't no need to tell me how you feel. My whole city catching bees, I'm from the rock for real.
Entering prospect physicals.
Ride till I die, hope that Jesus come and grab the wheel.
Entering to Trevor at the NHB project. Entering prospect cards physicals. Entering Pros 3 John Arian Miller HP projection round 1 to 2 talent completion 50%. Entering prospect physicals. Skills. Entering prospect to Trevor at the NHB projection round 1 to 2 talent complete. Entering prospect card screen for player Jamarian Miller. You have 4 options. Draft player. Entering prospect to Trevor at the NHB. Entering prospect card screen for player Trevor Etienne. You have 4 options. Draft player. Entering prospect screen 1 hit singleton AHB projection round 1 talent completion 50% is selected. Entering prospect 3 Quinton Judkins H. Entering prospect card screen for player Quinton Judkins. You have 4 options. Draft player button is selected. Scouting report tab is selected.
Full court press, so full bliss, we going all out. It don't matter any time of day, I came to ball out. We TCG, never duck a smoker, any call out. Better be ready to go to war until we fall out. 0 to 60 like Ludacris, we
on the clock now, it's the Los Angeles Chargers.
Bust down Cuban a summer day, I make it cold out.
Entering prospects 2 John Arian 1 2 John Arian Miller HB projection round 1 to 2 talent completion 50%. Entering prospect skills.
We ain't playing HBCU. I strike up the band, stomping on them like a cute dog or alpha man.
In Miami, hard rock jumping like a rock band. You know me, I love
Entering pros, 1 Trevor at the NHP projection. Entering pros, skills.
with the steppers, I ain't gotta tell them, they just train to go. Calling plays and I'm calling shots like the head
The
coach.
Seattle
First class,
Seahawks
so we
are
take
now
the private,
on
we
the
don't do
clock.
coach. They was hiding.
Entering prospects screen 1 Trevor at 2 John Arian Miller HP projection round 1 to 2
The
talent
Baltimore
completion
Ravens are on
50%.
the clock now.
Then, now they cold now. Dirty, yeah.
2 John Arian Miller HP. Entering prospect
The
card
Minnesota
screen for player
Vikings
John
are now
Arian Miller.
on the
You have
clock.
4 options. Draft player button is selected. Scouting report
Next
tab
up,
is selected.
it's the Broncos on the clock.
Boy. Tell her pipe that loud talk down cause they ain't making noise. Yeah, homie, we them boys who they be preaching about.
And 2 3 Quinton Judkins HP. Entering prospect card screen for player Quinton Judkins. You have 4 options. Draft player button is selected. Scouting report skills.
People don't work no more, been let down so many times and stand on my back, I swear it don't hurt no more. Got dirt all on my hands, but I still watching and count this money. I had to stop rocking so many chains, I was trying to work out and it hurt my stomach. I get them wrapped, that boy mommy. Black on black, this man.
Entering prop 2 John Arian Miller HP. Entering prospect skills.
Rest in peace to Dolph, I took that paper out. Wanted some more laying out on the door and bought my neighbor's house. I done done so many favors for some people, feel like I'm favored out. No eating in, we taking out. Same people who was cheering, they hating now, but so what? Dan Marino seats inside this Rolls truck, they Dolphin blue. Big homie, y'all little boys better remember who y'all talking to. It's gonna cost you like a 50 for me in the
Entering 1 Trevor at the NHP project. Entering prospect cards skills.
The Philadelphia Eagles on the clock now.
Physicals.
Hold up, listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over, you bragging ignorance, you lack the vision from sacrilegious. I feel my ratchets, you ever offended my
Entering prop 2 John Arian Miller HP. Entering prospect card physicals.
You might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going, I'm paid down. You pray for distance, we got
Entering prop 3 Quinton Judkins HP. Entering prospect physicals.
too much at stake for your foolery, is it though?
The Las Vegas Raiders are on the clock.
What have I done? What are my motives? What am I
Entering prospect screen 1 Trevor at the NAHB projection round 1 to 2 talent. 2 John Arian Miller HB projection round
On
1
the
to 2
clock
talent
now,
completion
the New England
50%.
Patriots.
I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing.
The Dallas Cowboys are now on the clock.
2 John Arian Miller HB projection round 1 to 2 talent completion
With the next
50%.
selection, it's the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Stupid claims I'm a lunatic and I'm clueless, but you'll rule the day when I'm doing this for amusement.
Entering prospect card screen. Entering prospect
clock
card screen
now,
for player
the
Jamari
Houston
Miller. You
Texans.
have 2 options. Overview tab is selected.
It's fuel to me, I ain't stressed. You gonna stop me? Well, ain't that
On
so?
the clock
Ain't nothing
now,
gonna block me
it's
from
the
pain I
Tampa
know.
Bay
You ain't no way to
Buccaneers.
trust me to watch me reap the flames I grow. You probably think that I'm ungodly, but I ain't that though. But I ain't here to fight, Bill. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered,
The
but I
San
don't need
Francisco
those.
49ers are now on the clock.
I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing.
The Washington Commanders are now on the clock. The Chicago Bears are on the clock now.
Came needing to eat, I ain't eating and ate.
Entering franchise hub screen home.
You can't reason with the animal that's loose in my brain's tweaking. You don't really know me. If you think you do get amnesia, got a problem, I'm subtracting you like a mad teacher. I'm that lethal like a threat to a man's preacher. I send you up to Christ if you crossing your act even. Preparation meets opportunity, maybe. Big grade is ambiguity, baby. Too much at stake for your foolery.
The
ain't it crazy?
Buffalo
Keep
Bills
on
are
hating, it's
now
new to me.
on
You
the
won't face
clock.
me. You ain't really hard like you imagine and bragging about being toxic, but you ain't really that hazardous. Rap God, if you don't believe in me, then it's blasphemous. Everything that you are is an acronym to my adjectives. But I ain't here to fight, Bill.
It's the Bills now on the clock. Now on the clock, the Giants.
I ain't playing with you.
Man, view your draft board.
These hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you.
Entering prospect Yugi.
Yeah. Back
on my ways. Missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby trying to
WR.
look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this J. I never changed. Put myself back in the minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man on
DT, low, MLG,
tell me the front lines. Getting money in my blood. Talking on me, mine. Keep with a rip. Don't want to talk if it ain't about a dip. But it ain't for me real quick.
MLG.
My net worth millions. Going school, I drop down. They want to drive with a top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, go timeouts. Change up quick, they sign up. Trying to hear my line now.
To Ty Chandler CB projection round 1. Entering prospect card screen for player Ty Chandler. You have 4 options. Stat skills.
With the next selection, the Falcons are on the clock.
Yeah. Booming this like Metro. Groupies on me, that's fine, don't sweat those. Bend on keeping my head strong.
Entering prospect screen 1 Ty Chandler CB projection round 1. Ball, cube, F, key.
I ain't never switched up on a family. Be talking to net.
With the next selection, the New York Jets.
Art, Gray, DT, Lowell, ML, Rolled.
Next up, the Titans are on the clock.
Just take a look at my rap sheet, independent, many can't stand me. Won't stop till I got me a Grammy, a crib with a leg and a whip for my granny. I ain't never had me no plan B. Look at me now, got a problem, get it.
Lowell, DT, Gray, Lowell. CJ, Pixel projection round 3 to 4 talent completion 50%.
I'm trying to get buff, shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO, or maybe she did volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her.
6 Lauren, 5 Carl Boyd and MLB project roll.
My brother's keeper, surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever. The gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever.
On the clock now, the New Orleans Saints.
Sweaters and hold the comments, cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut.
Entering week sketch. Entering franchise hub screen home.
Like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him, cause they don't love it. 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 I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name, dog, that's how you get hurt. Being likable, I'm trying to be unbreakable. I just realized that this whole game is takeable if I want it. And I do, yes, I want it. I don't care how you feel about it.
View your draft board.
Look up to the people that I'm moving in front of. It's not that crazy anymore. My city used to it.
Entering prospect screen.
James is up next. The rest is up to me. These lames is upset.
It's now the Arizona Cardinals selection. They're on the clock. On the clock now, the Chicago Bears.
2 Antonio, 5 Andre Green JRWR projection round 3 to 4 talent completion 50%. 6, 7 Johnny McGee, 9 Chris Marshall WR projection day 3 talent completion 50%. 10, 12 Kevin Cole, 11 Adam Randall WR projection day 3 talent completion 50%. 10 George, 9 Chris, H. Allen Miller WR projection day 3 talent completion 85%.
Now on the clock.
Physicals.
Might just let you in if you deserve it. I got a one you though, man. We ain't even scratched the surface. The black keep herb in the back seat surgeon. Okay, man, I'm telling y'all.
LT. Entering prospect
Next
screen
up,
1 Geek and
it's
Miles
the
LT
Seahawks
projection
on
round
the
3 to 4
clock.
talent completion. 3 Barian Brown WR projection. 4 Dane Key WR projection round 3 to 5
The
Andre
Baltimore
Green
Ravens now
JRWR
on the
projection
clock.
round 3 to 4. 11 Adam Randall WR projection day 3 talent completion
It's now the
50%.
Vikings' turn. On the clock.
52 and 4, 6, 9, 11, 30,
The
15
Denver
Cedric Waller
Broncos are now
WR
on
projection
the
day
clock.
3 talent completion 50%. Entering weeks. Entering franchise hub screen home.
It's the king of crunk, sometimes they call me Lucifer. Talk about you do this and that, ain't none of that, they're new to us. Acting like that you pop off, no damn well that you grew to us. Been in my own lane, carry you like that do the truck. Trend following, I'm surprised you just now catching up. It's my way or the highway, baby girl, I'm not a settler. Don't play with my kind, no matter my mind, I promise it get pitiful. They love me, they love me, they love me. I promise I do the bare minimum. My people,
The Colts,
they say that I'm underrated,
now
but it's
on
crazy,
the
they
clock.
say they killing them. Can't ride my wave, I'm flipping them. Come up for some earth and I'm dipping them.
Up next, the Philadelphia Eagles are on the clock. On the clock now, the Detroit Lions. With the next selection, the Browns are on the clock. Next up, the Patriots are on the clock.
View your draft board.
It's the Dallas Cowboys now on the clock. The Pittsburgh Steelers on the clock now. The Houston Texans are now on the clock. It's the Bucks now on the clock.
View your draft
It's
board.
now the San Francisco 49ers pick. They're up.
And
Now
LG.
on the clock, the Washington Commanders.
Roll. Entering prospect card screen for player Del Godwin. You have 4 options. Draft player button is selected. Scouting. Entering prospects screen 1 Del Godwin rolled projection day 3 talent. Rolled. Key. Ray. Lowell. MLG. Rolled.
With the next selection, the Cincinnati Bengals are on the clock.
Entering prospect card screen for player Ladarius Middleton. You have 4 options. Entering prospect
It's the
card screen
Buffalo
for player
Bills,
Ladarius
now
Middleton.
on
You
the
have 2
clock.
options. Overview tab is selected. Entering week schedule. Entering franchise hub screen home. View your draft board. Entering prospects screen. U A F G W R.
I've been going hard from the night into the
Tubarian Brown WR projection round 3 to 4. Entering prospect card screen for player Barian Brown. You have 4 options. Entering
The Los
prospect
Angeles
screen 1
Rams
Joey
are
Miller
up.
WR
They're
projection
on the
round
clock.
1 talent completion 50% is selected.
Yeah, I've been apprised, there's no need to be surprised.
2, 4, 7 Jalen 8 Chris Marshall
Next up,
WR projection
the
day
Jets
3
are
talent
on the
completion
clock.
50%.
Yeah, you better go.
Entering prospect card screen for player Chris Marshall. You have 4 options. Draft player button is
It's the
selected.
Tennessee
Scouting report
Titans
tab is
now
selected.
on the clock.
14 Daniel 7 9 20 17 14 12 10 Kevin Coleman WR projection day 3 talent. Entering prospect card screen for player Adam Randall. You have 4 physicals.
Woman on me, only hit my name on the roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws.
Entering pros 10 Kevin Coleman WR projection day 3 talent completion 50%.
Standard, but it's true. Sicker than the average.
Entering prospect cards physicals.
Baby, I'm a go-getter.
And 10, 8, 6, 4 Andre Green JRWR projection round 3 to 4 talent. 3 Dane
It's the New
KWR
Orleans
projection
Saints,
round 3 to
now
4
on the
talent
clock.
completion 50%. Physicals.
The Arizona Cardinals are now on the clock.
5 to Tyro, 2 Darian Brown WR projection 3, 5 to Tyro, 8 Chris Marshall WR projection 8, 9, 13, 15, 17, 20 Carlo Rhodes WR projection pot Fatal, 20 Carlo Rhodes WR, 19 Leo Wilkins WR projection pot Fatal. Entering prospect card screen physicals. Enter 20, 20, 26 Sander Gordon WR projection pot 27, 20, 30 Dwayne Upshaw W 30, 32, 30, 35 Austin Laws WR projection pot for talent art DK low
Club selling out of the hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my ratings. All I talk about it, that's what really made me.
Entering week schedule. Entering franchise hub screen home.
My crown way too white to be shooting in the eyes. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the ops. And you need better stop. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get involved. Ain't nobody running off. Rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take the summer off.
Now the Seattle Seahawks are on the clock.
All the goons, they respect me and I know it.
And now on the clock, the Minnesota Vikings.
My advice, please don't try to be heroic.
With the next pick, the Miami Dolphins are on the clock. Next up, the Indianapolis Colts are on the clock.
That's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Whole club selling out of the hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my ratings. All I talk about it, that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. I never had a mentor. I only watch Scarface. I met her at a club. She twerk better when her heart breaks. Hey, put the one everything that I can. I'm praying for a Bentley and to never go to jail.
The Detroit Lions now on the clock.
You can tell I'm hustling for everything I do for legacy.
The Las Vegas Raiders now on the clock.
The only rule I got is if we don't embarrass me.
It's the New England Patriots now on the clock.
Just for clarity, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my ratings. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich.
It's the Cowboys now on the clock. The Bengals now on the clock.
All I talk about it, that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich.
Entering 2 WR 2 to 5 Chris Marshall WR projection 5 Chris Marshall WR projection. Entering prospect card screen. Entering prospect card screen
now,
for player
the
Chris
Kansas
Marshall. You have
City
two
Chiefs.
options. Overview tab is selected.
Next up, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are on the clock. With the next selection, it's the Washington Commanders. The Panthers are on the clock.
You know how the saying go when they come round. What goes up must come down. And we ain't going with them. Picking your shoes and picking the slack now. Spend most of my days thinking if I would ever live inside the background. Now I pull strings, they out to get me another day, another man down. I'm picking my shoes, I'm picking the litter, I'm pushing the limit, I'm picking the slack now. The glitters ain't gold, look around where we roam through.
Skills.
The land of the broken, it's a lot we was prone to. Quicksand was engulfing, but intact with my soul. Been dispatched, I'm evolving.
Entering week schedule. Entering franchise hub screen home.
Stop the politicking with
View your draft board.
Next up, the Cincinnati Bengals are on the clock.
T, L, T, L, G, R, G, R, Ray, D, Key, Lold, MLG, Rolled.
So pass me the torch, thrones and crowns. It's the voice of the future tonight. Rooster sounds. The Bronze Age forever. This a God-given level on a high like
2 for Chris Hatchett rolled projection day 3 talent completion 50%. Entering prospect card screen for player Chris Hatchett, you have 4 options. Entering prospect card screen for player Chris Hatchett, you have 2 options. Overview have been selected.
And now on the clock, it's the 49ers.
Entering franchise hub screen home.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this
on the clock now, the Los Angeles Rams.
Silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions.
The New York Jets on the clock now.
Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'ma get it ass, so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a fiend go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke, so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless, but look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon, cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, this moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets, they say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy, never get behind me. Told you I'm the best, I done said it with my chest, so for real nobody try me.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with the big crowd, they already gone by the size of me. I don't really get took, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck, gon' make way for a prodigy.
And I say, 1 for the money and 2 for the love. We the new era, so whoever may feel they above. Live in delusion, that's an illusion, it's absent. Keep it together, don't act like you didn't know what it was. I'm on a whole nother planet, I'm about to show you. This wouldn't work if we planned it, meaning you won't understand it.
The Tennessee Titans are now on the clock.
We got involved with the pattern, so now we up and we at 'em. Watch out for my evolution. Around and start a revolution. I am more than a being, I'm an institution. If I gotta reiterate, that's where I'ma lose it. It's my world and I'm generous and let y'all peruse it. How obnoxious, she ain't got a conscience. He's okay with being a little absurd and pompous. That's because I kill it, then stick around just to haunt it. Waiting on my thank you, be grateful that I would even let you watch it.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with the big crowd, they already gone by the size of me.
With the next selection, the Saints are on the clock.
Gonna catch your breath for a second. Look at your neighbor and checking. We bout to march, so if you not get to stepping. I done told you who I am. I'm a force to be reckoned with. I think just be mad because my voice is so decadent. I'm setting a precedent. No mistakes and no accident. We ignoring the standard set cause our lowest is passionate. This alone is a classic hit. I'm a verb amongst adjectives. If the industry full of and my words is a laxative. I'm a maniac on these beats. I'm insane and it's not discreet. I'm enraged because y'all ain't see it. I'm spraying on every street, entertaining no whack opinion. Who's saying we not elite? I'm over Balenciagas. I'm changing into my cleats. It's go time. It's showtime. I ain't calming down until this place is a ghost town. Tired of the faking. We bringing back Motown. No sparing this go round. I'm taking no prisoners, so prepare for a showdown.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with the big crowd, they already gone by the size of me. I don't really get took,
The Cardinals on the clock now. It's the Bears now on the clock. Now on the clock, the Los Angeles Chargers. On the clock now, the Seattle Seahawks. On the clock now, the Baltimore Ravens.
Last time a shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like it's Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We don't switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got
the Minnesota Vikings now on the clock.
Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak. No one wrong way.
Next up, it's the Dolphins on the clock.
Maybach, lay back, matte black, just to on your truck.
It's now the Indianapolis Colts selection.
But they got a little hint. How you worry about it when you can't pay rent? I've been there. Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of MLK, used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17. Back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with
your draft board.
My first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name?
Entering FCG.
When I move, it was all a dream. Keep on talking and pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play, and then it's time. Better believe we gon' it up. Hey.
2-5-7 Gerald Grimes CB Projection Day 3 Talent 9 Jaden Jones CB Projection Day 3 Talent Completion 50%.
With the next selection, the Lions are on the clock. The Cleveland Browns are now on the clock.
FS.
On the clock now, the Dallas Cowboys. The Minnesota Vikings are now on the clock. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are on the clock. The 49ers on the clock now.
Ray.
Next up, the Commanders are on the clock. It's the Carolina Panthers now on the clock.
3 Billy Benin DT Project 4 Sean Alexander DT Projection Pot of the Talent Completion 5 Cedric 6 8 Morris Jarrett DT Projection Pot of the Talent Completion 50%.
The Cincinnati Bengals are on the clock.
Two Billy Benin TV, 1 Demetrius Hedge, Ray. Entering prospect card screen for
The
prospect
Buffalo
card
Bills
screen
are
for
now
player Rodney
on the
Milner. You
clock.
have 2 options. Overview tab is selected. Entering week schedule. Entering franchise hub screen home.
Now Now on the clock, the Rams.
Yeah.
Run it back.
Run it back, 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 run it back.
The New York Jets are now on the clock.
Run it back, run it back, run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted it back. Got a problem, never run from that.
On the clock now, it's the Tennessee Titans.
That shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking off. Got the flight. Promise you if anybody can hold me, I can. Get the right man. Baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, run it back, run it back, and run it back, run it, ooh, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. About to snap, take a photograph. Run it back, make it to the friends. Run it back when I told it right. I'll be back, make another van. Ultra fast.
The New Orleans Saints are now on the clock.
Face back with the shoulder pads.
Run it back, watch your back. You think I want to creep
And
back?
now on the clock, it's the Arizona Cardinals.
Then I lack, feeling like a fatal heart attack. I die for that. I don't stress about it. I think less without it. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key. Running back, let me have it back. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key.
Yes, like that, like that, like that. Solo might be right back, right back, right back. Oh, yes, like that, like that, like that. I told him I'd be right back, right back, right back.
Run it back, run it back. Told him put the money in the bag.
On the clock now, it's the Los Angeles Chargers.
Run it back. Told him put the money in the bag. Double that, double that.
Run it back, run it back.
Run it, run it, run it back. Run it back, run it, run it, run it back. Run it back, run it, run it, run it back. Run it back.
Run it back, 100 stack in the truck with his fire tag. Punch the gas, run into the future. Past, I'm done with that. But if I need to, then I'm coming back. Yeah, that's a fact.
Run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it.
The Seattle Seahawks are now on the clock.
Run it back, run it back. Run it back, I got the devil in my eye, I'm doing God's work. I got the devil in my eye, I'm doing God's work. I got the devil in my eye, I'm doing God's work. I got the devil in my eye.
A draft recap. Your 2025 rookies have signed contracts for the season. View contract details is selected. Entering draft recap screen, 9 row 6, player name J. Earl. Player name J. Miller. Player name L. Middleton. Player name F. Cloud. You have 5 options. Overview is selected. Release.
Who's the best MC? Cole, Kendrick, and me. Instead of comparing the three, let us exist in peace. I'm really just getting started. You won't.
Entering draft recap screen, 9 row 68 columns left filter. Entering week schedule screen. Entering franchise hub screen home.
Manhood. Peach fuzz covered my chin. Even then, I would leave rap going with the wind. I'm not a Muslim, so why would I lie pretend? I'm not too good at following trends.
Manage roster. Film you have 9 NFL rosters.
There is no way around it. Just make amends. These flows are coated gold.
And AHP selected. Player name J. Miller.
Real soon they gonna have to
FD selected. Player name WR selected. Player name M. Brown. Player name J. McMillan.
These things looking for clout, but this is non-fiction. The proof's in the pudding, it's none missing. You and your opinion, you can stick that up your. I jumped to touch the sky and landed on planet Uranus. Houston, we got a problem. No need to look for solutions. I'm stacking.
Player name Player name J. Earl.
Ball in my residence as I increase stepping on ballin' forever while kissing the sweet melanin of a broad that I met in the Netherlands. Address me as Marcus Clay, the developing veteran. That's why I got no time
T selected.
the late night to get this cake
Player
right. I'm thinking real estate.
RT selected. Player name C. Campbell. Ray selected. Player name G. Jarrett. Player name S. Anderson. You have 5 options. Release. Entering. Success pop-up race on the Anderson has been released. Entering. Roster screen. You have 5 options. Trade. Release. Entering. Success pop-up Ray Lobrian Ray has been. Enter. DT selected. Player name D. Tomlinson. Player name D. Bannon. You have 5 options. Release. Entering. Attention pop-up releasing Kiki build. Low hold selected. Player name J. Weaver. MLB selected. Player name S. Venice. You have 5 options. Oh. Release. Entering. Success pop-up MLB serve. Entering. Roster screen. You have 5 options. Release. Entering. Success pop-up MLB Vandersquare has been released. Hold selected. Player name T. Edwards. MLB select. Player name Me Jones. Hold selected. Player name T. Player name L. Middleton. You have 5 options. Oh, edit player. Entering roster screen. Player A.